Hello everybody, Zach Attack is here with my WWE Survivor Series review. Just got back from Buffalo Wild Wings from watching the pay-per-view, and I thought this Survivor Series, the 25th anniversary, I'll say this. Although I say it's better than the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, I'll say that much. But I think this Survivor Series probably won't go down as one of the greatest Survivor Series, but it was a fun pay-per-view. Couple okay matches, maybe one or two duds, but mostly exciting, fun pay-per-view. Love The Rock's return. I'll talk a lot about that. Overall, my pay-per-view rating for tonight is a 7.0 out of 10. Probably my highest rating for WWE pay-per-views in a while. So let's get started with our first match, which was for the United States Championship. It was Dolph Ziggler defending the title against John Morrison. Despite the controversy surrounding this with the whole Zack Ryder thing, and of course, the "We Want Ryder" chants heard throughout the match, which I loved. The match itself, Morrison and Ziggler was pretty good. Pretty okay of a matchup, pretty athletic, pretty back and forth matchup. Morrison looked very good out there tonight, but Dolph did very well despite the fact they banned Vicky out of the ring because she was seen by the referee putting Dolph's foot on the rope after Morrison gave him a move. So Vicky was kicked out, but despite that, Dolph Ziggler got the win. Following Morrison was trying to attempt a Starship Pain, jumped off. Ziggler bucked with the knees, got him with the zigzag, and retained the United States champion. Vicky came back out, celebrating, when all of a sudden, woo woo woo, yes, Zack Ryder came flying down, attacking Dolph Ziggler, delivering the Rough Ryder, sending a message to him and to John Laurinaitis that he should have been the one to get the shot and the one that would take it from Mr. Dolph Ziggler. And I was at least glad that they at least made Zack appear on Survivor Series. Still bad he wasn't in a match, but still, I thought it was great to have Ryder in. And he will be a future U.S. champ. Hopefully tomorrow or at TLC. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. I will give the Ryder Morrison match, probably one of my favorite matches of the night, a 3.0 out of 5. Now let's get rolling with WWE Divas title match, which was a Lumberjack match. Beth Phoenix taking on Eve Torres. Okay, 2.5 out of 5. I would give it a 2.0, but I gave it an extra 5 with what happened at the end with Beth Phoenix delivering a glam slam from the top. That was okay. We saw some things that were unique tonight. We saw Beth Phoenix doing that glam slam off the top and something by Big Show, which I'll get to in a moment. But I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. Still typical Divas match. Nothing special. Move along. You can tell the ratings go down until the next couple matches. We had a 3.0, 2.5, and now this match. The traditional Survivor Series match, Team Orton versus Team Barrett. Boy, was I stunned by the ending of this one, but we'll get to that. First elimination, right off the bat, was Dolph Ziggler still feeling the tremors from the match with John Morrison, and of course getting the Rough Ryder by Zack Ryder. Orton delivered an RKO to Dolph, making him the first out of his group. And I think Sin Cara kind of botched this move. He did a double fly move with Kofi Kingston and botched it a bit. Purposeful or not, who knows, but Sin Cara got himself eliminated by injury due to that little botch there with the rope hanging his leg a little bit. Then, so we had 4-on-4. Then we had Mason Ryan eliminated by Cody Rhodes with Crossroads. Then we had Jack Swagger. Was he eliminated by Orton? I think he was. The Hunico, the last three, it was Orton versus Hunico, Barrett, and Rhodes. And the Kofi got out by Hunico, I think. Or Barrett. I think Barrett got Kofi out. Then Sheamus got himself disqualified after he didn't break the count of 5. So Orton did make it go 3-on-1. He did eliminate Hunico with the RKO. The RKO Cody, but I forgot all about Barrett. Barrett delivered the Wasteland move on Orton, giving he and Cody Rhodes the victory. Now I think this is irony, because Orton's been a survivor in most of his Survivor Series matches. This is the first of his Survivor Series matches not to be a survivor. But more irony, at last year's Survivor Series, it was Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship with that storyline with Cena getting fired and Orton wins. Last year, Randy Orton, with a little help from John Cena, beat Wade Barrett. 1 year later, Survivor Series 2011, Wade Barrett beats Randy Orton. This time in a Survivor Series match, him and Cody survivors. Now, the match itself I thought was okay for a Survivor Series match. Survivor Series matches are notorious for being booked a little bit too much, with people getting disqualified and people didn't want to lose properly and trying to get a cheap ways to destroy their reputation and egos, getting in the way. But let Orton get beat easily. I didn't think Orton's team was going to lose. I did not think that was going to happen. That was kind of a shocker for me. But it's kind of cool to see something new. See Barrett and Cody on the rise. Who knows what will happen there. Cody's an IC champion. But I say it every time I mention him. I still hate his promos. He is so monotonous. And Wade Barrett's on the comeback trail. You know, Barrett, this is a good little push for him. You know, he's okay of a guy. You know, he's not the best guy in the world because he came from NXT, probably the worst thing that he's ever done since Tough Enough. But still, I'll give this match a 2.5 out of 5. See better Survivor Series matches. But it was still a little bit of a good match. A little fun match. Then next, they reinforced the ring. But first, before I get to Big Show and Mark Henry, I didn't mention the Rock's promo. Rock did a little interview backstage, talking about being back in Madison Square Garden, but the memories. Once again, Rock delivered a killer-ass promo. Talked about Cena and Miz and Truth, and about MSG, WWE. I think he mentioned WWF and got bleeped. So Rock did deliver a good-ass promo. Crowd was simply on Rock's side. Crowd was amped tonight. I love New York crowds. You know, New York did great chants, which I'll explain in a minute. I love the We Want Wider chants. I'll tell you more about the chants they did during the matches represented. And one last thing before I mention Mark Henry Big Show, Michael Cole, you fucked up again. If you didn't watch my Raw review last week, I mentioned about Michael Cole talking about The Undertaker debuting in WrestleMania, saying The Undertaker was on the $1 Million Dream Team. I said it was the $1 Million Team. Michael Cole made the same mistake again tonight, mentioning, again, Undertaker being a member of the $1 Million Dream Team. Michael Cole, one last time. It is the $1 Million Team, douchebag, not the $1 Million Dream Team. Dream Team were the opponents. Okay, Cole? Get your facts straight, you idiots. Anyway, glad to see an old guy back. I'll get to that in a moment. So now on to the two title matches. First, for the World Heavyweight Championship, Mark Henry versus Big Show for the title. A little better than the Vengeance match, but still, the ending was kind of screwy. Another screwy-ass ending. And I hope they don't get a TLC match, but I'm probably thinking they'll probably have a match, but I'll explain that more in a moment. But the match itself, still kind of boring, long. But it did get a little exciting, though. It was kind of interesting. Big Show went on the top. It was a little gingerly. I thought it was going to fall. And there was a teaser for another superplex, but it turned out Big Show off the top rope, delivered an elbow. Now I make fun of him for not being as agile as he once was, but that elbow up the top, it kind of impressed me. It was okay of an elbow, but it was kind of impressive. But it was Mark Henry getting himself disqualified after that. Big Show was ready to knock him out after that elbow. Big Show got a low blow. DQ. Mark Henry retains the world champion. Or does he? Big Show was going to get his ankle hurt again with Mark Henry putting a chair on top of his ankle again. Big Show then got up, knocked Mark Henry out, and smashed his ankle with a chair. So who knows if Mark Henry has to forfeit the title. Now, the world title is going to cost because a lot of guys have to forfeit it because of injury. You know, Edge had to forfeit it back in April after WrestleMania because of his injuries, forcing him to retire. And Angle had to relinquish it, although it was Edge who cashed in Money in the Bank. And Edge himself got injured. Of course, that pumped that Great Khali to be champion. Oh boy. And Batista getting injured, all the way back to Batista getting injured in 06, had to relinquish the title. So there you go with that. So we'll see if on camera he does survive, if he does have to forfeit the title or not, but I'll get his match a 2.5 out of 5. And by the way, after Big Show delivered that elbow, there was Randy Savage chance, which I thought was kind of cool. They delivered to CM Punk as well during his match, which I'll get to in a moment. Not as bad as the Vengeance match, but still a little boring, but I like Big Show doing that little elbow thing. It was kind of getting exciting until I got the DQ. And I smell another match between these two at TLC. Probably a Chaos match because they can't climb a ladder and they can't slam themselves through a table. So I say a Chaos match for the world title. Hopefully this feud ends at TLC. Next, the best title match of the night. CM Punk taking out Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship. This match was exciting. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, but still a very exciting matchup. Very back and forth action. Great moves. Ricardo got involved as many expected, but still Punk delivered a good matchup. Great moves with Alberto, some decent spots. And of course, Punk delivered the elbow. And probably one of my best. There was two great walkout moments for me. Number one, walked out when they brought out Howard Finkel to announce CM Punk as his personal ring announcer. I was like, yes, I'm an old school guy. Justin Roberts, no offense, dude. You all good, but everyone can agree with me. Justin Roberts, you all know Howard Finkel. Howard's the man. He was legendary. I always say the new because of him. I always say it's new every time I say something like a new #1 album. I always say that sometimes on my show. My attack lines. Because of him. The new is because of how Howard Finkel used to say new champion. And that's what happened. A new WWE champion was crowned as CM Punk won the title back with the Anaconda Vice, sealing the deal after Alberto tried the crossover break around Punk. Punk got the Anaconda Vice, and Punk is your new champion. I was kind of fearful for Lauren Nash was going to come in and screw him or Nash, but you know what? Punk won it. Awesome to see Punk walk out with the title and not get screwed again like at SummerSlam. So great to see Punk as the champion. So happy. That's my second walkout moment of the night. Punk winning. I'll give this match a 3.5 out of 5. Probably the second best match of the night. Next to Morrison and Punk. Morrison and Ziggler, I gave it a 3.5 because of Punk winning. So, but it was still a very entertaining match. Good spots here and there. I'm happy Punk is your new champion. Now on to your main event. The Rock, John Cena. Never before, never again. Of course, the Odd Couple. Took on The Miz and R-Truth. And boy, you could already smell the tension between Rock and Cena as the match began. Rock saw the match with a house of fire, but Cena got in. And we know what Cena does. And Cena did what he does best. Coming in like a house of fire and getting his ass whipped for 20 minutes by Miz and Truth. Instead of being Super Cena, he got the tag to The Rock. Now, Rock and Cena, you can tell they weren't getting along. Rock didn't have. I thought they were gonna like tag in like this, but Cena did like this, like just like that to get in. And Miz was like, "I want Cena," and boy, was the New York crowd vicious tonight. You know, they were really rowdy. They were a rowdy bunch. Cena should have known New York was gonna be a rowdy bunch. Remember One Night Stand 06, Cena? Wow, Van Dam, Hammerstein Ballroom. The only difference, Cena, is that they didn't say "fuck you, Cena" like they did at the Hammerstein Ballroom. TVPG. So, of course, once again, Cena gets his ass booed out the building because, one, he sucks, and two, because he's from Boston. Of course, stinks. Yankees, Red Sox rivalry still intact. So after Cena, once again, gets his butt whipped for 20 minutes, they at least tried to make Miz and Truth look very good. But we all knew once Cena tagged in The Rock, Miz and Truth were going to get the butts whipped. And boy, did they. Rock delivered a rock bottom, even tried a sharpshooter, but Truth came in with a lie detector. And then the spine buster on R-Truth, and then the People's Elbow, the most electrifying move in sports entertainment. Rock delivering it on R-Truth. 1, 2, 3. Rock and Cena win despite everything. But it was Rock who single-handedly won the match. Cena was outside clapping. Then Cena was asked in by The Rock. Did a little stare down. In a little posing contest. Cena came out to the rope. Doing his little move. Boom! Rock. Yeah! And I thought they were going to turn each other during the match, but they didn't. And the good news and the bad news. The bad news is... Sorry, I meant to flip anybody off. I'm sorry. The bad news is Cena did not turn heel tonight. Of course, we all should have known. WWE was scared to make Cena the top guy here. But the good news is Rock got the rock bottom Cena to end the pay-per-view. That was great. Setting a message to Cena for WrestleMania. That is gonna lay up the SmackDown on Rock's candy on Rock's gonna lay the SmackDown on Cena's candy ass. It's even spotted SmackDown Hotel. Now I love Rock singing during his promo, and I mentioned during his promo that he sang New York, New York, which was cool being New York and all, but maybe Rock is reserving SmackDown Hotel for later. Maybe before WrestleMania he'll deliver a promo about saving Cena a room in the SmackDown Hotel because he'll be laying the SmackDown as candy ass at Mania, baby. By the way, the match of Cena Rock, I'll give that a 3.0 out of 5. Just being an okay matchup. It was like a typical Cena match. Plus being a tag match. You know, it was a combination of Cena match and a tag match of Cena being the guinea pig to get his ass whipped. And then Rock became the partner who came in like a house of fire and basically won the match. Still, it was a fun match. And Rock still got it. Rock, he was only in for about 3 or 4 minutes, but still Rock looked very good out there. He didn't botch or anything. He looked very good with his moves, hip tosses, people's elbows, anything. And Rock is looking like he is healthy enough to deliver a 20-minute match against Cena at Mania. And I got 4 awards for John Cena. Rock's going to say, Cena, just bring it, bitch. So I gotta say, once again, 7.0 rating for Survivor Series. Good Survivor Series, not one of the best, but still a very entertaining Survivor Series. A couple times with the Divas thing, but you know what? Still a very good Survivor Series. And like I said, the 25th Survivor Series, better than WrestleMania 25. That is it for my review for Survivor Series. See y'all later. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the review from Zach. Thank you very much. See you later. Team, bring it. Rules are, baby. If you smell it, what? Team, bring it in the Rock. In the Zack Attack is cooking. I can't do the eyebrow, but so yeah.